Out of all of the characters in Vikings, who was the best actor of them all? Today we are going to be ranking every single character in Vikings based on their actor's ability to play the character. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with a YouTube channel. So this isn't like a tier list that we made recently. We're just ranking all the characters based on like their performance, how much I like them. I apologize in advance. I don't know these actor names, so I'm going to say like, oh, Ragnar, the actor who plays Ragnar is really, really good, okay? I'm sorry, I've gotten a little bit of flack for that in the past, but you're going to have to deal with it. I just don't know actor names all that well, okay? So we're going to be ranking them solely based on how good of a job the actor did. I don't know who's going to go at number 1 into the S tier. I would imagine it's going to be Ragnar, but we'll see, okay? We're going to talk about all of them. The NA tier that we have is because we didn't see enough of particular characters, okay? Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Let's get into it with King Ale. Guys, this guy actually did such a good job. The actor behind King Ale did a phenomenal job. He really just made you hate him. From him just like being disgusting, from him and all the pain, you know, like all of that type of stuff. The dude's a great actor. He's going to the A tier. Now, Aethelred. That's an interesting one too because he would have been like, okay, he did a good job, right? And spoiler alert for the entire show, by the way, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to continue on. He did such a good job with his death scene where it like really made me sit back and really feel it. I think for that reason, it really brings him above. But we also didn't really see it to see. And it's unfortunate for some of these actors, guys, because there are people who have had a lot more screen time than others. I'm going to put Aethelred into the B tier. Let's continue on to Aethelwulf. He did a good job, man. He did a good job. He really made you feel the pain that he went through. When he was a warrior, he did a good job putting that face on as well. It really stands out when he was like, you know, he's praying to God and he was asking, like, even the times where you could visibly see him shaking, like trying to fight off the desire for lust, things like that. Like, no matter what, he did a great job. He did a really good job. I'm going to put him in the A tier as well. I'm going to put him in front of King Ale. Okay, let's continue on to King Alfred. Ooh, this one's good. We saw him young. We saw him learning. We saw him as king. And he did a damn good job, man. I'm going to also throw him into the A tier, okay? Top of A tier right here. Now, I'm going to put Hitsburg's love interest into the NA. We didn't see enough from her, okay? Now, Aslug. Oh, this one's tough, man, because you know when you really don't like a character, they're doing a good job. Just like we talked about Breaking Bad, like Skylar's actor, man, she did such a good job, and she did a good job making you hate her too. She did such a good job at like getting under my own skin. And you know what? You know what's crazy? She has every right to be upset with Ragnar half the time, okay? I'd have to dive into like the particular things. But the story is told from like Ragnar's POV typically, right? So I'm like, oh, like it's getting under my skin with the attitude that she's giving. Like, she's great. She's really good. I'm going to put her in the A tier, okay? Let's continue on to Astrid. She had some tough moments. And she did a good job doing that as well. I'm going to put her into the B tier, okay? Now, Athelstan. I don't mean, guys, I don't want to sound disrespectful because all of these guys have put their heart and soul into their craft, right? Athelstan, I don't think, had as difficult of a job as many other people did. He was relatively calm most of the time. He had some moments of pain, and that was okay, you know? I don't think he really stacks up and had the opportunity to, like, display emotion like a lot of the other characters did over here. I'm going to put him into the C tier. Now, C's not bad. C is just like, it's good, you know? Good job. Nothing really stands out, okay? Bjorn. He, from, like, and when this actor ended up taking the role of the character, he did such a good job, man. Amazing. From the kind of student Viking who was learning to him like having his moments of anger, to the way that he went out, to him just walking out basically dead, the way that he displays pain, the way that you can see the emotion on his face, the way that he has a bunch of aura walking into the room. He is one of the best actors in the entire show. We are going to put him absolutely into the S tier. Now, for the next two, I'm going to put into NA. There's not enough that we've seen from him. Deer's another character, like, he's okay. Athelstan tier, we didn't see enough, but King Eckbert, that's a good one. He did a really good job, and the actor behind him, man, and playing like the slimy king, and every once in a while you would see the emotion on his face. His conversation with Ragnar was great. He did a really, really good job at playing, like, and I don't know if, like, Slimy King is the right word or the right, way to phrase this, but man, also fantastic at what he does. I think Bjorn has a clear separation from this, so I'm going to put him into the A tier, okay? Now, we haven't seen enough from this girl. Eric, not enough. C tier as well. In the C tier, I'm going to, like, not rank above each other. I'm just going to keep throwing people into the C tier if they end up going into the C tier. I forget this guy's name. Sorry, what's his name? Let's see. Ellender, Torvi's first husband. This dude did a fantastic job with his character. He really made you hate him. From the way he was taking advantage of Torvi to the way that he was menacing, he struck fear into her. And again, like we talked about with Aslug, if you can make a character, if you can make the viewer really, really hate you, you are doing a phenomenal job. I'm going to put him into the A tier as well. I'm going to put him in front of Aslug. He did so good. NA for this character. Floki. The actor behind Floki is so good, dude. Oh my god. From like the jokiness and jolliness that the character felt, to him just having fun on the battlefield, to him getting serious, to him being in pain, when like he got tortured with the water dripped on his head, stuff like that, to him finding some sort of enlightenment at the end of the show. Ooh. Do I want to put him ahead of Bjorn? He is absolutely an S tier. He had more I don't know. That's so close. Man. There was more to do with Floki and different scenarios that we've seen him in, and he just absolutely nailed them all. From as simple as like, hey, I'm just a guy doing a job building a boat, all the way to, hating a Christian. Like, there were so many different things that the actor did flawlessly. I loved every single bit of it. He's going to go into the S tier. He might be the best actor in the entire show. Whoever's behind Floki, oh my god, amazing. The next couple, we're going to throw into the NA as well. Now, Gunhild. A little bit of an easier character to play, just like Athelstan, just like a common sense woman. She did a good job when she was fighting. Not a ton really to note there. I'm going to throw her into the C tier as well. Now, what's a Halfdan, sorry. Halfdan, I always think of Harold's brother. Didn't see enough of him. NA. King Harold. Also a very, very good actor. The dude did such a good job at like looking innocent at times to being menacing, to actually, performing the act of, grape, I will say. Like, you eat some nice grapes. That's awesome. You hate him. You feel bad for him at moments. The way that he went out shook my heart to its core. He had a lot of really good moments. To him just being menacing, to him taking the spot as a king, to him, like, without even communicating it, you could see that he's feeling emptiness in his heart when he took over the king. Fantastic job. King Harold, the actor behind him, is going to go into the S tier. Right behind Bjorn, though, okay? Ironic, but that was unintentional, okay? Now, the first Earl, I don't recall his name. He did a good job playing the character that he was supposed to play. I'm going to put him in the B tier. He was powerful at the beginning of the show. Yeah, I'm going to put him in the B tier. I'm going to put him right in front or behind Aethelred, okay? Let's talk about Haymond. He always confused me on what he was doing, but he did the job again. We're going to put him in the C tier. There was nothing too special about him. It wasn't like, I don't know, like he just took over and just had sex with people. Now, the Bishop Haymond, is that what his name is? It's been a little bit. Yeah, Haymond. Sorry about that. It's been a little bit since I've watched the show, okay? Haymond, I'm going to put him low B tier. He did a really good job playing the character that he was meant to play. There wasn't a lot of emotional variation between him, but I think it was a step up between all of these characters and what they had to display. B tier. Now, Helga. She played like a happy girl. B tier. We've seen a lot from her. We've seen her cry a lot. We've seen her, hurt. B tier. We're going to throw her in the B tier. NA, Hitzberg. Ooh, this guy's good. From the pain that he felt after what happened with Lagertha, to him, and his being scared of Ivor, the way that he actually like made you feel the terror that he was feeling. Oh, that's actually really good. To him just playing a drunk and a high character, someone desperate, someone ready to die, being banished, all that. Fantastic. I don't think, though, that he stacks up to King Harold, Bjorn, or Floki. I'm going to put him at the top of A tier in front of Egbert, okay? Now, Prince Igor, he did a good job. Good job. B tier. Low B tier. He playing that. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, no. You know what really sold him too? Was the scene where he was screaming and crying when Oleg was destroying all of his property. You know what? We're going to give him a little boost for that because we saw quite a bit of variation for that. I'm going to put him right behind Aethelred, okay? Now, Ingrid. You know, she did a great job, actually. From her, like, just her facial expressions, you can just tell, like, I'm going to kill you. From her being seductive to her, like, you never really know what she wants or what she's doing. I think she did a good job. She did a good job playing the character that she was meant to play. I'm going to put her top of B tier in front of Helga. Ivar. I think he is so good. The actor behind Ivar carried the show after Ragnar's death. You know what? Oh my god, do I want to put him in front of Floki? We've seen him hurt. We've seen him scared. We've seen him from his journey with Ragnar. We've seen him frustrated. We've seen him, you know, even frustrated in bed. We've seen him in love. We've seen him cry and act all scared when he was going. We've seen him, you know, take charge. Like I was talking about Floki, the different levels that he showed and like the sadistic smile that he had and even just like you could tell the difference from looking at what the actor of Ivar was doing when he's like happy with Igor. And then he can turn around, you can see his smile when he's just happy to take someone's life. Phenomenal. He's going into the S tier. He might be the best actor, but I don't know. We'll talk about Ragnar too, okay? Let's talk about Judith. Oh my god, she's so good. She's so good. She just makes you hate her. And from, like, you could, like, feel her anxiety sometimes when she was performing. To, like, just her scheming, like, oh my god. Great character. Great job. Do I want to put her in, I'm going to put her in front of Hitzberg. She's almost S tier deserving. Top of A tier. Top of A tier. She's so good, man. She's so good. For the next few, we're going to put them in NA, okay? And then we are going to... I always forget this woman's name. I'm sorry. What is her name, okay? Quenther. That's why I always think of her as, like, you know, the lady who likes to sleep around. She did a good job playing the character that she was supposed to play. And I just realized maybe nobody's going to end up in the D tier. What else can I say, man? She was supposed to play, like, you know, the character that, you know, for lack of a better term, gets the interest of many men. And she did a good job doing so. And she displayed her power well. She carried a little bit of aura. She's going to go into the A tier. I'm going to put her right... I'm going to put her right behind Aslug, okay? And now let's talk about Lagertha. Phenomenal. From her just being a happy wife, from her being a shield maiden, to her being a wise character, even the way she ended up going out, to her and the way that she performed when she was in pain, or the character was in pain, excuse me. She's great as well. I don't think, though, that Lagertha... I don't think that Lagertha lives up to all of these. So I'm going to put her at the top of A tier, actually right in front of Judith. We're going to keep going with a couple NA tier. Excuse me, we're just going to lower this just a tad. We're going to go with a few NA tiers over here. Oleg. He did it. He also did a really good job. He was scary. And you never knew what he was thinking. He had carried some aura with him with the army. When he was out for vengeance, like, he really did a good job capturing the room. I'm also going to put Oleg into the A tier. I'm going to put him... I'm actually going to separate Aslug over here. I'm going to put him right behind her, okay? And don't worry, guys. We're going to show you at the end of the video where everybody ends up being placed over here. Let's continue on. C tier. Now, Ragnar Lothbrok. And here's the thing, okay? He's definitely an S tier character. He's definitely the top character. Does he go in front of Ivar? I think he does. It's such a close call, though, man. It is such a close call. He carried the show himself, but Ivar also carried the show himself. Man, I'm acting like this is life or death, but it's actually like a very difficult decision to make. And it's sorry, this tier list looks so awkward with nobody in the D tier. I'm gonna delete this row. Let's get it out of here. There we go. That's a little better. What can I say, man? The variations that we've seen from him, to him being high, just like we were talking about with Ivar, to him being a warrior, to him being hurt. Things like, who wants to be king? You know what? That's what separates him. He's had the bigger moments that Ivar had. Who wants to be king? Or when he's talking about Rollo, everybody wanted you dead, like that type of stuff. He's so good. This is one of the best actors I've ever seen in my life, these two. Both of them. Ragnar Lothbrok going to the S tier. Rollo also did a very, very good job. You saw a lot of variation to his character. You saw him do battle. You saw him hurt. You saw him be caring. The actor is great at what he does. I'm going to put him, though. He does not stack up to people in the S tier. I'm going to put him in the A tier. I'm going to put him right behind Hitzferg, okay? Let's talk about Siggy. I think she just belongs in the B tier. What do you guys think? I think so. She was good at the character that she was playing. I feel like that's what the B tier is. Like, they did a good job at the character they were playing, but it wasn't like anything mind-blowing, you know? I'm going to put her right behind Ingrid. Same kind of character, you know what I mean? We're going to continue on with a couple NAs over here. Actually, this guy, low B tier. Stands out just a little bit because I hated him. The Seer. I think the same thing. B tier, he did a good job doing what he was supposed to do, but nothing made me go, oh my god, the acting on this, man. Look at that. And I don't mean to sound disrespectful. I know I was mocking a little bit, but I don't mean it to sound like that. He is going to go into the B tier. I'm going to put him right behind Haymond, okay? Let's continue on to, what's her name? Sorry. Rollo's wife, I said. Thorin, Bjorn's wife. Sorry about that, everybody. She did a good job. Again, same kind of deal, same tier. Except I liked that she had a little bit more determination. We've seen her battle. We've seen her be stubborn. I'm going to put her at the top of B tier, okay? We're going to go with N.A. Torvi. She did such a good job just playing the character that she's supposed to play. Except a little bit better because we've seen her throughout the entire show. We've seen her go through so much. We've seen her hurt. We've seen her caring. We've seen her in dangerous situations. And you just made the viewer really like you. She did such a good job at what she was supposed to do. I'm going to put her into the A tier. I'm going to put her low A tier. Okay, let's continue on to the next person. Ube. I think he's like in Hitzferg territory. He did a good job on who he was supposed to play, but he didn't do like as good of a job as Ivor or Bjorn. We're going to put him around the Hitzferg area. I think Hitzferg did a slightly better job than Ube. I'm going to separate him. I'm going to put him right below King Egbert. Fantastic job, though. These are all A tiers. And then finally, we have Yidu. The character that she was supposed to play, she did a good job doing so. Seducing Ragnar, being scared, being happy, being sexual, all that type of stuff. She did a good job. I'm going to put her at the bottom of B tier. And guys, that is the official tier list that I have for you for ranking every single character from Vikings based on the actors' performances. The S tier is so close. So close, and I would love to know what you think about this down below. And if, of course, you can see what my face cam is covering over there. Aethel Wolf, King Alfred, and that lady that I keep forgetting her name. If you want to watch another tier list I did on Vikings, ranking just the characters themselves, them as fictional characters, then you can watch this video right here. I would love to have you over there. Thank you very much for being here and watching the video. Take care, everybody.